Right, here we go. War number 4. I can't for some reason upload war number 3, but I will try and get that uploaded at some point. But we're starting off up against a Black Panther, Civil Warrior. So ideally here, just try not to parry. Don't want to get that reflective stun on me. So just taking some block damage. But of course, Jean Grey, she's got a lot of protection with her shield, so a bit of block damage isn't doing too much to start with. So as you can see, record so far this season is 12 fights, 9 wins, 3 losses. We have a good war this war, but we've got a war coming up. I won't say which one it is, where some bad decisions and a lot of sulking and a lot of anger happens. So yeah, that is coming up at some point. But yeah, good fight, nice and easy there. No issues, only takes again, count just makes everything easy, and this is why I'm kind of like struggling whether to take up another science up or just leave that class, because there's some fantastic science champs. I've got potentially, if I do Spider Woman, I might take her up. Human Torch, obviously great champ, but I just don't know if I'd use them in the count. I really don't. But anyway, we've got this destroyer here, so basically what I'm trying to do, ideally what's going through my brain at this point is to try and get a couple of heavies off, get a light, get a medium, and then just build up my power that way. But of course, one thing you have to be careful of is when you're parrying, obviously destroyer goes unstoppable, and then obviously you can get smacked in the face. Now I do not know what on earth is happening here. He's just chilling, so I just kind of open my block up, see if he come in and move or do something, and he finally did. So, not too worried about the charges going on, as long as he throws a special 2. But now we're starting to get a little bit trapped in the corner, so it can be a little bit difficult to get that parry off with AC. We've got the special one, that's going to be power again, so we don't need to worry too much about, like I said. We can just play a little bit more kind of aggressive, maybe to, medium light, get a parry in to build my power up. Got a hit there, and now we can just go in and do the special 2. We've got 110 of the iron. Got to do through that. Would have had 11 charges, but didn't need, or 11 furies, but didn't need it. So it's fight number 2 down. So we're moving across, and we're always on section 3. Luckily someone moved forward there, so we don't have to waste any energy there. And next is the S60, so of course we know who we're taking here. This is an easy count fight. Now obviously you've got encroaching stun, so it's just a case of obviously just making sure you just throw your specials when that encroaching stun timer runs down. Not a difficult fight. He's a beefy boy, but 500k health, but Count's just going to handle it pretty well. Whether it's a quick fight, I don't know. Probably other champs could have done it maybe quicker. I imagine Torch could probably do this a lot quicker maybe, but Count, he just seems to revive. He's just a revive king. You can get I've been in fight where I've got trapped in the corner against Enchantress, been smacked about, and just come out with it full health. It's great, especially when we had the one war fights. Man, I got that to about 48%, whatever, however million Enchantress it was, I came out with 100%. It was a fight anyone could come back. As long as you know how to fight Enchantress, it's fine. But anyway, we're not fighting Enchantress, we're fighting this S60. So getting up to 120 ion charges, so we can see now the coach is going to not to throw that. So excuse me. Now, what I do like to try to do is just push him under a bar of power, get up to a bar of power himself. Once he's thrown his special, which is normally around the halfway point, then just keep hold of my power for a little bit, and then just like just more to play safe. Like now, as you can see, I'm just going to take my time a little bit. Now we've got the encroachment. Fair enough, because that encroachment stun sometimes can get away from you. You're not concentrating. Next thing you know, you just take a full combo to the face. And if you've got someone who you've already been hit a few times with, you're not going to get killed. So easy enough, but like I said, it can be a bit of a pain in the backside, especially when they've already got a bar of power, and you know full well they're going to throw that bar of power the minute that kind of like timer comes to about 3 seconds. You know what's going to happen. But anyway, nice clean fight there. So now we've got this Korg. Of course, we're going to use Jean Grey. She's of course rank 4, so her SIG's getting up there as well. Just a beast of a champion. So ideally, I don't know whether I'd do it this far or not. You don't want, obviously, ideally you want to do medium, light, medium, parry, heavy, because obviously you get those kind of like charges on you, which obviously kind of take away, I forget what they're called now, but I always forget. I just kind of go into this fight and go, oh, that's a call. This is nice and easy, and then I completely forget when I'm taking damage. So as you can see there, this point on my I remembered what I got smacked there, so all my charges are gone. Now I've got one of those, whatever they are, called. I'm sure I'll get another one to the shield. They are actually called in a minute. So I've not done the shield. Oh no, missed it. And now it's just kind of like trying to get that parry off in a minute, so I can obviously throw the heavy. Or disintegration. Wow, I've never done that. There's a heavy, so trying to get what disintegration's on me. Light medium, into the special, into the striker site, and then try and get to the special 2. So I'm just going to wait this out, I think. Yep, and then hopefully we should throw that special 2 just before it should go bang. There we go. Didn't really do a great amount of damage. I think I got that. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing wrong here. So I'm not like to finish with a light, am I? That's probably, that's probably making the damage less. So that's on me. But here we go. Third special one. Got a couple of disintegrations on me. As you can see, it's not a big deal. I tell you what, there's nothing worse when you get caught by cold special 2. It's one of the most easy ones when you do get caught by it. It's so frustrating. But anyway, you can see the fight's ticking down nicely. Managed to make special 2. Well done, dude. And yeah, we're almost down. And that now takes me to, I do believe, 16 fights, 13 wins. So next, I do believe we've got, just the one mini-boss today. So we're going to take on this Deathless Thanos. So, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of go into this fight and just do Shaffer things, and it seems to work out. So, obviously boosting up. I've got 30% boost on, so I'm going for the big boost today. So 25 attack rating as well. Was it 25 health? I can't remember. Getting all these kind of like 12%. Do I go for the 12% attack? Yeah, 12% attack and the 200 power back. I don't know if that much makes a difference if I put the involve on, but no, never mind. You never know, it could do. But here we go. It's the only thing really kind of like I worry about is like that falter. I don't really pay much attention to it. I really should, but I don't know. When you got Shafra, when you fight again, it's kind of like obviously constant chance. It's not much of an issue. So obviously get to a first bar of power, throw that puts the eggs on. Of course, it goes unstoppable because of the fire off life, I do believe. I'm sure they've added in. I don't remember them having it. Anyway, so go back in. Just trying to build into another special one, I do believe. So get the special one off. And actually, it's a case of kind of like holding, when the time is right, holding heavy down and get into a special 2. So it's been a bit aggressive at the moment. But get off here, throw that does some nice damage. Of course, the protection comes up. Throw the striker, build his heavy guard, press it on, get the attack up. Now he's got a fault on him because I threw the heavy. I think that's how it works. Could be wrong. And just waiting for him to do something. There we go, build up to a special 2. And 53k damage on one of the hits there. Fantastic. I do believe I've got some eggs left to make the special 2, or do I just throw? Oh, faulted now. Now we can potentially throw. I do think I'm just going to wait out the faulted and get faulted again. But luckily she still does some damage, but I get smacked about a little bit. Starting to get away from me a tiny bit, but it's not too bad. So a special 1 and then probably would be another special 2 in a minute. Got to keep an eye on that Fulton. I think it's something to do with like if I don't knock them down with a heavy. Yeah, that's in the Fulton. But you see that huge damage on the special 2. Good night, Deathless Thanos. Was a pleasure. So that's the end of this war. And yeah, please subscribe for some angry sulking.